two lines. Everyone, eyes up here. We're going to have two lines that come down, but they're going to be slightly diagonal. Do you guys see that?
Yes.
Slightly diagonal. And make it so that you have about 2 hand spaces. You see that? About 2 hand spaces? I'll do it this way. 2 hand spaces. So it goes down that much. You guys ready? Go ahead and do that. You want to know where to stop? You can kind of use your hands as a guide. 2 hand spaces. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about your lines not looking exactly like mine or not looking exactly like your next door neighbors. Okay, they're all going to look different. And it's going to be okay, I promise. We're going to put a little curved line down here at the bottom. Okay, it's going to look kind of like a smile. So just like the bottom of the cone, it's just going to have a slight little curve. Okay, see that? Go ahead and do that. Just a slight little smile. It's going to give it a rounded bottom. That'll give it some dimension. It's okay. All right. Looks like we're ready for the next step. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the cylinder shape at the bottom. So then it's like the cylinder shape. Like this. Okay? So we're going to do like the bottom part. So now everyone's eyes are up here right now, right?
Yes.
We're just going to do 2 lines that go down. And I'm actually going to do about, I'm going to do a line about 1 hand space. You guys see that? I'm going to do a little line there. So if you want to do that, don't do that right now, but just, I want eyes up here. I'm going to make 2 lines that go straight down so that they almost meet that point. And then I'm going to give it a curve, just like I did at the top, right here. Go ahead and do that. And it doesn't have to be exact. So 2 straight lines that come down and then a curve. And that's our basic shape for our windmill. Okay? Does everyone have that so far? If you have a question or you need help, you can raise your hand and we're here to help you. Okay? Yes?
I made mine too close to the bottom.
It's okay.
I did too.
It's all right.
Okay.
Good work. All right, you guys ready? All right. So like I said, remember our light's coming from the left.
Yes.
So we're going to shade this half, the left half, okay? So on this side of my hand. So watch how I do this. I need you guys, eyes up here. Everyone. Good job. Okay, I'm going to take my chalk and I'm going to just make lines and sometimes even the side. And I try to start off really heavy, and as I go, it gets lighter. It's kind of hard to do, but you'll get the hang of it. So just kind of make little slightly curved. Remember when we were doing this in class yesterday and practicing?
Yeah.
Slightly curved lines all the way down, and then on this part too. So you're going to do, and even the top. So it's a little darker. I'm not going to do all of it, but you guys think you can do that? Okay, go ahead. And you go all the way down. I didn't go all the way down, but you go all the way down. Remember, you start off dark and then you get lighter the closer you get to the middle of the windmill. There were Q-tips in here. You can shade it in a little bit with the sides of your chalk. I want to make it darker along the edge. So. Got it? Raise your hand if you need like one more minute. Okay, one more minute. Don't rub it quite yet. We'll get to that because then it'll get your hands all messy, and then I'll get asked for like 20 different helps. So 20 different people, right? So hold on. I know our hands are probably already getting a little messy, but that's okay. Oh. Okay, so what's missing from our windmill?
The door and the windmill and the houses and the detail.
Okay, so the windmill blades, right? We're missing our windmill blades. What letter do they remind you of?
X.
An X. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. Do you see that line that we put right here? I want you guys to just put your pencil, or sorry, your chalk down. I'm just going to make it a little darker. I want eyes up here. And you're going to cross it. So you're going to start near the top, and you're going to make sure that it goes right through your dot. And then all the way almost down, as far as, not quite to the bottom, but almost to the bottom. And then you do the same thing from the other side. Make sure it crosses the line, like that. So go ahead and do that. So start near your corners. And make sure that they touch this line or touch the dot and keep going. Go ahead and keep, you can always go back and detail it, honey. But right now, stay with us so you don't get far behind, okay? Is yours going to look exactly like mine? Or how about Layla's? Is it going to look like Layla's? No. And Brent's isn't going to look like Rebecca's, and Aaron's isn't going to look like Dylan's or anything. Everyone's is going to look different. All right, so I want you guys to watch first, okay? As if here, we're gonna make the actual blade. So we're gonna put little lines that go down like that, and then we're gonna make it go all the way back to our center point. And they look kind of like little long triangles, long skinny triangles. So a little straight line. It does, see, it works. Yeah.
What way do you go? Do you go from the dot down or the?
It's whatever's easiest for you. That's why I did it both ways. So you guys do whatever is easier for you, and if you have to make your bottom line a little bit longer, that's okay. Leila. All right. All right, so again, with your chalk, watch this. Eyes up here for a minute, even if you're not quite done. It's okay. So we're going to shade in our blades. But are we going to shade in the whole blade? No. Watch how I do it. Because the light is over here, right? The light's over here, so you know what I'll do? There's no such thing as a green sun, but we'll use this. Our light's right here, okay? All right, so what I'm going to do is this one, right here that's closest to my light. Is it getting the most light?
Yes.
Yes. So that one you can pretty much shade in the whole thing. But everyone's just watching right now, right?
Yes.
Okay. So that's shaded in. This one, which side do you think I'm going to shade? The left or the right?
Right.
London.
Left.
The left. So I'm going to do lines all the way. You can use the side if you want. That's easier. Work your way down. What about this one? The left, still the left. It's going to look a little different because it's from the bottom. So I'm doing it the fast way. I want you guys to take a little bit more time. And then this side over here, okay? Don't worry that it's all white right here right now. Do you see how it's kind of white from the windmill? It's okay. We'll take care of that in a minute. So just, can you guys do that? Okay, go for it. So this one you can shape all the way in. Okay. is like 30 more seconds. Are we good? You guys, okay, 30 more seconds. Raise your hand if you've heard of a horizon line. Who remembers that from last year? Because I think we did a painting with the horizon line last year. We talked about horizon. Timothy, do you know what a horizon line is?
I think so.
What do you think it is?
Background.
I don't like the background. You know, like when you guys go to the beach and you see the very edge of the water where the water meets the sky? That's a horizon line, right? Or when you like look out and you see all the buildings and then you see the sky above it. And there's kind of like, it's not a real line, is it? No. It's kind of like where your eye goes in the distance. So what we're going to do is we're going to pretend there's a line about halfway up the paper, okay? And we're going to draw some, you can either draw, you see some of the ideas they have back there, you can draw a little cone shape. We're just going to use simple geometric shapes. So simple geometric shapes, what kind of shapes do you think that includes? Tanner.
A cylinder and a cone.
Cylinder or cone. What about just triangles? Cubes or squares? Rectangles? Anything else? Did we cover them all? What else didn't we cover? A sphere. Did we hear that one? Okay, so what you're going to do is we're going to draw just some simple little buildings in the background. Like two. Maybe one on each side. You guys can decide which side you want it on, what you want them to look like. Yes, London?
Can you draw a little window that is on some of them?
Oh, we're going to get to that in a minute. Okay, we're just going to draw the basic shapes of our buildings first. Okay? So I would do something simple, like I'm just going to do one for now. So I'm just going to do a simple little, just a little square here, or a rectangle, okay? And I'm going to make, remember we talked about those diagonal lines like for a cube? And it's going to have a roof. Okay, so there's one building, and then maybe I'll have, like I did on the other painting, just a triangle. And I'm going to give it a slight curve because they're three-dimensional, right? And then I'm going to just do two lines that go down like that. Okay, so go ahead and draw your building. You can even draw maybe a little tree, but they need to be a lot smaller than the windmill since they're in the background.
Okay.